withdraw from the testing, then we can delete the session if that's what you want. But as we said, it's going to be just for...
It's not going outside of where you are, then that's fine. What do I need to call it?
No, I will fill that one. Just if you fill out the details.
16th, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Have you done any type of research with travel bag before?
Not with travel bag, no. I've done a couple of others over the last 20 years or so, but it's not something I've done regularly.
Do you do for mobile or online testing?
I have done a little bit here and there, yeah.
Okay, so today we're just going to ask you a bit more about your travel habits. Where do you go for holiday? What is your criteria? And get feedback on a prototype to see what you like and what you dislike about that. So you can be as honest as possible, so we know.
Yeah, I do lots of booking travel, so that's good.
So where do you normally go for holidays? Where do you travel?
All over the place, usually to visit friends. So where have I been this year? We were in Spain last week, I was in Oman earlier this year, went to Mexico and Houston last year, planning to go to Miami next year. So yeah, all over.
Okay, do you book often with travel bag?
I nearly booked Oman with travel bag, but unfortunately I ended up going with Destination 2 because it was £1,000 cheaper for our family of 4.
Okay.
But yeah, my friends booked with you to go to Oman and we found the same holiday, unfortunately, cheaper elsewhere. But I liked it. I liked the website. I would book.
And when you said that you've been all over the globe, what kind of, when you are searching for a holiday, what do you have in mind? Do you search for a destination or do you want some things to do and then select your destination based on that?
Yes, it's kind of changed since I had children. So since having them, I now very much look for, whereas before I'd want somewhere like, I probably would have gone South Catering because you'd eat out every night and I would like somewhere that was near bars and restaurants. I still like the idea of that, of having somewhere near that you can go and have a wander and eat somewhere different every night. And these days I'm looking for probably resorts that are on the beach with swimming pools, with kids club, with food on tap, so I don't have to do any cooking or cleaning on holiday, and then it feels like a proper holiday.
And normally you go to your holiday was in Spain?
Oh, that was last week, yes, because we've got Spanish family, so that was quite specific. But for instance, in March for my birthday, I didn't know where I wanted to go, and I narrowed it down to Maldives, Zanzibar and Oman. And in the end went with Oman. Actually, you had some good deals to Zanzibar and the Maldives, in fact, and I'm still quite keen on the Maldives. But I felt my children are really little, so I was thinking that there might not be enough to do on a small island. So I went with Oman because, the flights, it was one flight, not two, and it had a really nice resort with all the amenities that I would want. So that was very much, I know kind of what I'm looking for, but the destination isn't 100% decided. No, I'm usually open to wherever the best deal is that has everything I want.
Normally, what do you do in this kind of destinations? Are you focused orientated on beach holidays, or are you?
I like to be near the sea. I think there's a place for city breaks. I like those too. But yeah, ideally, I like the kind of place that's right on the beach. So the resort we went to in Spain last week was, you had to get like a little train and a little boat to the beach, which was fine. We did it one day, but ideally I just want everything really easy, just right there. So swimming pools and beach right there. I like being by the sea.
So you went as a family holiday with kids,
to both. They were family holidays with kids, and then I went to see friends on my own in Houston in April, which was just looking for a flight then because I stayed with a friend.
Do you book everything together, or you prefer to book flights separately, accommodation separately, and how do you book normally?
Again, I used to do it all separately, but now I've got children, I think you can get better deals if you book it all together, because you get like free kids places, or like when I went to Spain last week, we booked the car hire and the hotel together, which was much cheaper. Likewise, I've looked at deals going to Miami next year, and it was something like £3 extra to hire a car for the 2 weeks we were there, so
Okay.
definitely worth doing it in a package.
And normally, what agencies did you use apart from Travel Bag?
So I've used Travel Bag, I'd look at Destination 2, that's who I booked Oman through. A friend of mine works for Expedia, so she gave me a deal for hotels.com, so I've used that. It's just like a little £10% off. Kayak for flights. I usually have a really good look through everything, see where the best deals are. And the airline sometimes direct, but you never get great deals, so I don't find that way.
So you said that you're looking for deals. How do you find these deals? Do you look at an advertisement? Do you Google it, or
Google, do everything online. Yeah, I like looking at. I just look for everything and then just compare. Like try and look for all the different offers, and then once I've decided what kind of place I want to go to and maybe as I said, I got it down to like a three, a short list of three, then seeing what the best deals were to go to either of those three places, and then make a decision based on that.
And normally, when are you subscribe to any travel agencies or for this kind of deals?
Travel Bag, you write to me, and I like you guys on Facebook as well. And Secret Escapes, they write to me. There's some other luxury escapes thing, but I never see anything through that. Yeah, those are the main ones. Probably that. And Destination 2, because I booked through them, they send to me.
So you're basically one of the criteria, like good hotels, or what kind of criteria do you normally select for your holidays in terms of these good deals you mentioned?
Oh, the good deals. So I look for probably some kind of meal plan, whether it be somewhere between half board and all inclusive. I look for like good location, nice beach. I always look at TripAdvisor for the reviews as well. I don't want to go anywhere under 4 stars on TripAdvisor. So I'd say our budget isn't. We're not talking £12,000 Maldives holidays. We're talking like £3,000 or £4,000 holidays. So not like for a family of 4. I mean, I think we spent about £4.5 grand going to Oman. So that's kind of our once a year, probably our big holiday budget. Then we might do a few little things apart from that.
Okay, and normally, do you what kind of devices do you use? Do you use your phone to search for these deals? Do you use your computer, your desktop for this?
I definitely start with my phone, because that's what's on me, and I can make the most of travel time and all that kind of thing. But once I get down to a short list, I'm more likely to use my computer, or just a laptop, because I like to look at the pictures in bigger, so that I can look at the hotel in more detail, and look at TripAdvisor, have lots of different windows open, and it's easier to toggle between them.
And what do you think about the current website of Travel Bag? Is that do you have the information that you require in order for you to book your preferred holidays?
I quite liked it, because you could go in and it was quite easy to select different meal plans. I think it had different room options as well. I think booking.com do the room options quite well, but I think Travel Bag had it too, and then you could go in and change the flights quite easily if you wanted to. And I also like the compare function, so I can have like 3 holidays up against each other and then quickly look at what the difference is between them.
Do you book online, or you call them for making the booking?
Mostly online, very rarely call.
So you're used to do everything online?
Yeah.
And if you have any doubts, do you use any other like live chat or any other tool that you might find useful from travel agencies?
I have tried live chat when I was booking something on behalf of my mum's friends, but I just ended up getting cross and calling them. So I had to book 2 single rooms, and that I just couldn't seem to cope with it. So that kind of thing. I get them for simple things, but actually, if I've got something that I don't necessarily trust, like the chatbot's going to link up and answer what I need, I generally find that you go round in circles and then end up calling anyway. So if there's an issue, I'll probably just call and speak to somebody.
And the hotel that you said that you go normally has to have certain facilities, or what kind of criteria do you use for that?
Well, I think the main thing would be the I would have to be child friendly if I'm going with my children, which I generally am.
Mhm.
So something with a kids club or a babysitting service ideally is good. I don't definitely go on the reviews. I'd want to know I was getting like decent food, not rubbish. I don't know. Other than that, yeah, be on the beach. One of the facilities, several different pools, so there's sort of something different to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's probably about it. It's more about the reviews that I'm interested in, and it's got to be big enough to have entertainment, but you don't want it so huge and sprawling that you and 5,000 others like in Vegas, which is just like crazy.
Besides entertainment, do you do any activities or tours within the destination?
Um, Sometimes not massively. When we were in Oman, we did take a coach trip down to the souk, which was cool in the harbour, which is nice. But we were so exhausted, I think, that we just enjoyed spending a lot of time in the resort. So it was big enough that you could do stuff, and it had a really good kids club. So I think that was kind of key. But otherwise, activities. I'm trying to think, what did we do when we went to Mexico? No, I think we just stayed there because we were just there for a week because we did it as part of another holiday. But it's nice to have. What I do like is somewhere that has different restaurants. So maybe like one on the beach or one in. I don't like going to the same place to do the same thing every day. I like to have a bit of variety. So kind of big enough that you've got some variety. A resort that's big enough that's got some variety, but not so big that it's just crazy.
Do you do this kind of variety based on recommendations from the travel agency, or do you explore within the destination and then book this kind of?
Usually, I suppose TripAdvisor or just read all different reviews, and then don't necessarily go just off the stars. I make sure I read the reviews because some people might give 1 star for like, oh, there's too many kids. I'm like, well, actually, that's probably good for me. Not too many, but yeah. Sorry, I need water. Yeah, so I think really reviews and taking a balanced view of reviews are ultimately what sells it for me.
Mm-hmm. You get more if you want.
Thanks. Sorry. Thanks. Nice nail colour.
Thank you. Okay, so I just you said that you looked online. Can you tell me good online experience that you have with apart from travel bag or anything that you like when you search for holidays?
Yeah, as I said, I like travel bags. I think the options were quite clear. I thought I did like Destination 2, but where they fell down massively was they booked us because the resort had like 3 hotels, all part of the Shangri-La, but all 3 different sort of hotels on the resort.
Mm-hmm.
I booked it for a party of like I booked 2 rooms, and they put the rooms in different hotels, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever wrote to complain, but what am I going to get for it? There's no point. But yeah, so that fundamentally was a real big error for me because we went on holiday with my mum and her friends, and it would have been nice to be in the same place. So that wasn't made obvious. So that I didn't like. I like Booking.com. I think they say very clearly right out. This is non-refundable price. This is the refundable price. This one comes with breakfast. This one doesn't. So I think you very clearly see how big the different rooms are and exactly what you're getting for your money and for how many people. So I think that works well. Hotels.com I do find a little bit difficult to navigate, but I just went with that for Spain because of my friend just throwing 10% off. I think Expedia is sometimes quite a good place to start because it brings in different company because it's like a central hub. You can kind of sometimes start with that, I suppose, and get a whole list of ideas, and then go into like the specialist websites after that. So if you suddenly see all the Caribbean's looking good, then you might go to Caribbean Warehouse or something like that. But most of those you need to call anyway, which is a pain.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually genuinely, I'm not just saying it because it's travel bag, I do actually genuinely think it's a good website, and I do think that it's quite clear on what you're buying.
Mm-hmm. You said that when you booked your holidays with your mom and some friends, you got being booked with 2 different hotels. Do you remember which travel agency it was?
That was Destination 2.
Destination 2.
Yeah, that was them messing it up, who unfortunately I went for over travel bag because I saved £1,000. But, which, arguably saved £1,000, but it was just really annoying. So I would always check now because we had another issue in Spain. I think no matter what, I would write to hotels and be like, right, just so you know, we're in the same party and we would like to be together, because it just keeps happening. It seems like if you book 2 rooms, people just can't seem to work out that even though they're on the same booking, that you might actually want to be near your fellow holiday mates. So yeah, that was really annoying. Yeah, Destination 2, they did that. They arranged a transfer as well. So I did the whole package with them.
Okay. Now I want you to think about a country
Okay.
that you have never been, and then you're searching for some information on your phone.
Okay.
You land on a travel agency talking, and that travel agency is recommending you about this country, giving you information. Just wanted to picture how you want to see the information of that country, maybe prices, the layout, all the design of the mobile phone in
Okay.
terms of country.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's say, I don't know, have you been in Thailand before?
Yes. Let's go. Yeah, I have been.
Japan?
Japan. Yes.
Australia?
Australia. Yes. Sorry. Maldives. I haven't been there.
Okay,
Can I do that one? That's the one I really want to go to. So I genuinely want information.
So yeah, let's say because to think about a country that you haven't been before, and what kind of information would you like to see in order for you to convince to
to go to the Maldives. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Fine.
and what kind of offers and everything. So think about these cards and how you want the information of the page to be displayed, and how the design you want.
Oh, so what order it should go in, or like where
Yeah.
on the page it should be? Like what order I want to see it?
Yeah, in terms of importance, what order you open it, and then you see the country, and then think about
Okay.
what kind of information you would like to see about this country.
Okay, got you. Gosh, there's lots. What kind of goes with that? Because
Yeah, some of the things, if you feel that they are the same, or so, you can just link them together to say that okay, this is the same.
I feel like Instagram pictures and reviews would be linked, because you kind of like hotels always show the very best side with the photos. So I think it's quite real to look at travellers' photos, because the sea isn't always as blue as it was made out to be. So that would probably for me go with reviews, because it's kind of the real bit. So you think about
So
that.
if you think about the top of the page, and then just start scrolling down, how you want to be displayed.
Yeah, probably. It's a bit difficult in Maldives, isn't it? 'Cause it's all islands. I'm trying to think if there's a better one that I could. Let's go with Brazil. It's a bit more diverse, maybe, because Maldives really is just an island that you want, isn't it? I'm going to go with Brazil, somewhere I want to go. Right, Chile actually. Either or. So, what would I want to do? Right, I'm definitely going to go Chile. Okay, it's my final decision.
Chile.
So yeah, I'm going to go for Chile. Yeah. It's been on my list, Patagonia, things like that. So I'd want to see destinations in that country. The thing is, it would change. If I go somewhere like Chile, then I'd want to look at the different destinations and how to get around them. Whereas somewhere like the Maldives, I'd probably be more interested in price versus quality. I'd want to know what hotels I can stay in for my budget of £5,000.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm kind of like. So it'd be a slightly different need, I suppose.
Do you expect the information of the country to be different depending on the country?
Yes. Yeah. If I was looking
even
at
the design.
Yeah, because I think that, as I said, like somewhere like Brazil and Chile, I'd want to be told, like apart from the main cities, I'd want to be told where to go. But as I say, somewhere like the Maldives is probably a variation on a theme. That's probably, and the Seychelles, somewhere like that. They're probably all pretty islands, but it's kind of which one fits my family and budget needs best. But if I'm going to go for a big country like a Brazil or a Thailand or or a Chile, I'd probably go with the destinations. On that, I'd want to look at a map so that I could see how close they are to get to each other. And the same, I suppose, with the Caribbean islands. Okay, right, let's just stick with Chile. Anyway, I'm going with a whole big country that's probably quite diverse, and then that. So I'd probably want to look at that kind of thing, and adventures, that kind of thing would be together, and then description of a holiday, exploring the regions, that's got to be all that stuff. That's probably like a summary up there. Iconic sites, things you want to see. And description of the holiday along with like experience. Why choose the travel operator? Why others choose the travel operator? Yep, I reckon that would go with reviews and Instagram pictures, kind of a bit further down once you've made that decision on other featured entries that are similar, might be further down there, life and culture. I think that's quite far down once you've decided where you're going. I'm probably not going to make a decision on where to go based on its life and culture. I probably want to know more about that once I've chosen to go there. Then I'd be like, oh, what do I need to know about this place? How do I say hello and thank you? And you know, that's kind of further down. I don't think that determines if I'm going to book it. I think that's really nice to have, like the whole kind of the view of, oh look, I've chosen this to book with. I suppose that kind of goes with the why. Whereas why choose a travel operator? That would be nice to have that kind of linked in as the whole picture of, right, I've booked through you and then you're going to give me information about my destination. That would then make me want to rebook next time because it's like, oh, that was really good, that was really helpful, that was really good to have. So
you want a recommendation from the travel agency?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I'd like to know more about the destination once I've chosen it. Just some like heads up of like the things you have to Google, like the type of plugs used. Basic language, but a bit more about, you know, if there is some sort of big cultural thing that I need to know about. You know, I'd like to think I'm quite, you know, up and around the world a bit. I'd like to know about that, but that would be useful, I think. That's kind of up there, sort of it goes first in a way, doesn't it? You sort of want to, well, maybe not, I don't know. Here, you might also like, that's got to go there. And I think we need to have prices, probably. That's going to be the decision you make. Pictures of the country over here. Lights of the country. Ideas. Maybe that needs to go there, because I do need to make sure it's within the price range before I can go into the detail of it all. There, is that kind of what you wanted?
Yeah, so if you walk me through, you open your phone and then what do you see initially?
Okay, so I open my phone and go, oh, want some holidays ideas, or I'm thinking about Chile, then I'm looking at like, oh, within Chile, this is a holiday idea. Why should I go to this destination? Oh, yeah, that's reconfirmed. Yeah, I want to go. Oh, look, there's different holidays I could do. I could do a bit of beach, bit of city. I could probably, I don't know, go up a mountain, whatever. And then this would be like the distant, that would kind of take me then into the different destinations, like the map, like how close is mountain, city, beach. You know, I don't want to, if I've only got 2 weeks or whatever, I don't want to spend my whole time like going from one end of the country to the other. It's a long country. I want to like look at what are the featured destinations, what are the highlights, the regions, the iconic sites, and the pictures of that, and the adventures you can have and the delights. And then, based on that, I'd probably make an idea of what itinerary I'd want to do when travelling around Chile. Because I'd probably, thinking like with kids, I'd probably want a maximum of like 3 destinations, maybe city, mountain, beach, the 3 best things about holidays, all in one go. And then, so once I kind of decided that, then I'd probably look at like the description of the holiday, the experiences, and then in case by here I'm thinking, oh, I'm not sure this is the right thing, there might be other, you know, or if the price isn't right, then I'd probably want to look at something that's kind of you might also like, or other featured countries that are similar but maybe more within my price range or slightly closer to home, for instance, less pain, like not 3 flights to get to, something like that. And then I guess based on that, if I've then, right, fine, now I found a holiday that I want and that's the right price I need for Chile, and then just to make sure I've done the right thing, I'd then want to look at the Instagram pictures and the reviews, and you know, seeing what the booking process is like to like this is a really easy travel operator to book with. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. The price is right. I'll probably compare to a couple of others to make sure I've got the right price. And then once I've booked, as I said, I'd then want to know more about the life and culture so that I could, you know, prepare myself for going there. Okay, it's my thought process. Is that helpful?
Yeah. Let me just take a picture of that.
So sorry. Did you think about this, the way you arrange the information as part of the whole website or as a page where you find information about the destination itself?
Well, I suppose I'd want an overview of the destination, and then I'd want to go into the specific. Then I probably want only the destination and the highlights of the map and the icons or the recommended things to do there. And then once I've kind of thought that's of interest, then I'd want to go in and look at specific holidays, so specific itineraries. So not on the same. I wouldn't necessarily expect that all on one page. Probably quite a lot to do on that. So I'd expect to go through into that, and I expect the holidays to have the prices on because I don't want to fall in love with an itinerary and find it's not in my price range. And then once I've gone through there, then I'd expect to see once I've then chosen an itinerary on another page, I'd then expect to see perhaps the Instagram pictures, the reviews, and then see how easy the booking process is.
So all this is different pages?
So I think probably that's kind of the top bit, and then you probably go into a little bit there. Then maybe down into that page, which has got to have prices in it, and then into that.
And if you had to think about a page with all that information,
One page.
yeah, would the order of some of the content parts change or?
No, I think that would be my order. Overview. This is the destination. More information on the destination. Actual holidays you can book with the prices, and then reviews. Yeah, that would still be my order.
Okay. Then you just
sorry.
You just scroll down.
Yes, but I would kind of just thinking about how it works. I'd probably expect some kind of offer or something to entice me to carry on. Like, we have itineraries for X amount, or book today and get 2 free child places, or something like that. Maybe to make me to make me want to scroll down, you probably want to put something up there, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would scroll down anyway, but I think that's always going to be something to incentivize people to do so.
Okay, let's just move on to the next page. Okay, imagine that now that you explored the destination, the country itself, you landed on, you're interested in one city of that country.
Yeah.
So can you do that again for the city?
Yeah, just for the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't booked the holiday now. I've just decided I'm going to Chile, and now I want to look at Santiago.
Yeah, just for inspiration in terms of countries and cities, and you still.
So you can think about the page about the city, not maybe not exactly that you would click here and you will get there. So a page that offers you all that information.
Okay, right. What's important?
Not necessarily. You don't have to book in this page. You just want to see what kind of information you want to see from the cities of that country.
Okay, right. Why this destination? Yeah, that would probably give me the overview that I want. Definitely pictures. Iconic sites. Well, destination, the city, a map, pictures. Description of holiday. With prices. My other's too sure, but that doesn't really make that much difference to me. I think Instagram videos further down. Cities nearby I'd kind of put with things to do, experiences and tours in the country. Probably go there. I mean, that's got to be other. Is that other cities in another country or other cities nearby?
It depends on your expectation. What do you prefer to see in the country or just nearby?
I think just nearby. I don't think. I think that could be. I see that as almost as you might also like. But then I'd also argue that why, if I'm that set on going to Chile and I'm thinking, oh, I want to go to Santiago, why are you then going to go? Hey, why don't you go to Buenos Aires instead? I'd be like, random, because I decided I want to go here. So that just feels like, unless it's cities nearby, that feels like it's got to be there. Reviews, yeah, videos, Instagram pictures, uh, life and culture and destination. That's sort of all down here, really. Iconic sites.
So basically everything that will be here in one page, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. If we're thinking about it in one page, you want the overview of the city. Then you'd probably want to know, right, what holidays can I go with, and then I'd be able. Then once I decided I want to do that, then I can see all the other places, all the other things about it, and where else I can go once I'm there.
Okay. So why others choose? So this will be like 1, 2. When you start scrolling down this, you'll start with here, and then you have the description and the job prices, and then where's this falling?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm like, do I really care why other people chose it? Is that kind of saying like, oh, I booked the travel bag and it was great because X, Y, Z? Is that the kind of thing? Is that what you mean by it? Is it kind of like a reviews of other people? Well, then I wouldn't necessarily expect to get reviews of the site. I'd expect to get reviews of like a hotel. So, but yeah, I mean that I kind of see as if you're trying to, you want me to, I suppose, buy my holiday there, so you probably want to have that up near the top to convince me to stay on this page and not go elsewhere. But ultimately, it's probably going to be more to do with the price than why others chose. But if somebody had a particularly good experience and you had like testimonials up there, then I suppose I might be a bit like, oh, okay.
If this section was about the brand values, just to a short summary of the brand values instead of testimonials from customers.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Would be at the top or at the bottom of the position change.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to take away because ultimately I think I'm going to choose my holiday based on what I'm getting and what the price is. So maybe that would be like a somewhere in between or down the bottom. I don't think it's going to influence my decision as much as the type of holiday and the price. Destination and price really are going to be what it is, where I get it from.
Okay.
I hate to say it, but it does come down to that.
And if you are on a website that is completely new to you, would that type of information help you to have it on the page if you don't know much about travel agents, that travel agents?
Yeah, I suppose you'd look. What I'd look for is the atoll and ABTA thing more than the values of the company. I think that's probably more like if I was really like I don't know, if I was really like loyal to a particular brand, then it might like be the whole like fuzzy feeling of all of it, of choosing, like knowing other people chose because like I said, travel bag through in I don't know, a transfer or a concierge service or something like that, then you'd be like, oh, that's interesting, but that's more about an offer rather than I think your brand as such, the brand values. So yeah, I think more like the atoll protection stuff is more important, I'd say, to make sure you're covered, particularly if it's a new site that you've not known about before. You want to know that you're booking with the right people who are, and you do. I mean, I've put reviews and things up there, so I suppose you do want to know that you're booking with a trusted brand.
So basically, reviews for you will be enough for you to trust the brand if you see the reviews in the page.
Yeah, I mean, I expect those reviews are more likely to be on a hotel, but yeah, I mean, as I said, it doesn't hurt to have your brand values, or if you've got, why other people have chosen it, and you've got some snippets of information, and I suppose it all helps. But I think more the atoll stuff, all those protection things are really what people are going to look for to know that you're protected.
Okay. So let's move on to the next exercise. So basically, you map out how you want the pages to be seen on a mobile phone. So I'm going to show you on the phone
Oh yeah.
some a prototype. It's not most of the things are going to work, but it's just to capture your impressions and what works and what doesn't work for you.
Okay.
Mm. Um, yeah. So imagine that you are doing a Google search,
Okay.
and then you are looking for holidays in just for the camera to be seen on the camera.
Oh, okay. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that where you put it? Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, just
It's alright.
so we can see your interactions. Basically, you're looking for holidays in Thailand, and then you do a Google search.
Okay.
Can you just tell me what strikes most your attention in these results?
That one. Should I
The
click
first
it or?
Why?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's
I
fine.
wasn't meant to click it. Because it talks about Thailand deals, package holidays. It's this year and next year, and it's like find your dream holiday. Central Thailand, I feel like I've been pushed into a particular area that I didn't necessarily like. That feels like I'm starting at the top with like a broad view of what's available, because that's probably how I would approach it, because I'd want to see like what I wouldn't necessarily. I mean, it's great if you're like, because if I wanted a holiday to Central Thailand, I probably would have gone Central Thailand holidays, and then Bangkok holidays. Again, I might have. I don't know. I've been to Thailand, and I feel like everyone goes to Bangkok, but maybe for a few days, and then you go to the islands. So, and I do actually want to do another side of it. So that feels more like I'm getting a wider deal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes
Cool.
sense. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you click on it,
I'm not sure I'd ever search for like a Bangkok holiday, but if that's just what I wanted, I'd probably just be looking for travel to Bangkok. So
yeah, and what do you think about the page initially
um,
when you open Thailand holidays?
I like it. I don't. It's quite. I like the image. I think that's really nice. But I think I prefer the bright red of travel bag. I don't know. Is it red on mobile as well? I'm trying to think.
This is just a prototype, so
Okay,
it's not in color, obviously.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, cool.
The real website it will be always fully colored.
Okay.
So
Perfect. So yeah, I like the image. I think it's a nice image. Thailand holidays, so it still feels quite broad. So then I've got a chance to see lots of different options. Do you want me to scroll down and look?
Yeah.
Why Thailand?
Is this the type of information
Yeah,
you would
that's
expect
nice.
to see?
Yeah, I like that. I like the recommendations for areas to go. I really want to go to Krabi. 8 nights or more. Yeah, no, I think that's really cool. I really like this actually. It's not something I've seen much of, and I find it really helpful. I feel like something like Lonely Planet used to have the monopoly on that kind of thing. Like you'd always go to like have your Lonely Planet guide, and then their website. I think I don't know what they're doing. They might be changing it, but I just don't think because you couldn't really book through it, and I think it's just didn't have enough synopsis maybe. Whereas this I think is brilliant. It's like right, yep. If I don't like diving, but beach snorkeling, enjoying local delicacies, tick. Oh, those are the areas I should go to, and I should go for more than 8 nights. I think it's brilliant. I really like that.
Okay. What about the rest of the text?
How do you reach sort of shopping? And that's just saying a trip to the city, but that doesn't. But it's a country. I feel like I'm still in whole Thailand, so I'm not sure why it's saying then a trip to the city wouldn't be complete without a spot of shopping. I feel like that should be like more information about Bangkok. Here I'd expect to see like, you've put recommend touring Bangkok for getting Krabi, so I'd expect to see like from the authentic market stalls and upmarket boutiques of Bangkok to the beaches of Krabi and Koh Samui. Do you know what I mean? I expect to still have it. I feel like it's gone straight into Bangkok without really telling you. Does that make sense?
So you prefer text much more about Thailand rather than being specific about the capital?
Yes, because it doesn't say anywhere here that it just says a trip to the city, but there's nowhere before that said then I'd expect the title to be Why Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, you've started big on Thailand, and it's saying holidays to Thailand serve up powdery beaches, amazing snorkeling, delicious cuisine, all wrapped up in tropical sunshine. And then it says a trip to the city wouldn't be complete without. Well, it's actually a country, so a trip to the country wouldn't be complete without X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm. What about the rest of the?
And then I'd expect to go into Bangkok and then read about the
future
city.
destinations.
Yeah, so that's cool. And then you can, I assume, can I click into one? Does that, or do they go anywhere, or do I need to just keep on this page?
Let's just keep on this page,
Okay,
and then
yeah.
we can interact later on for further feedback on the other pages.
Okay, fine. So yeah, that's cool. Looking at the one, I really like that.
Do you expect any other information in this feature destinations, or is it okay just having the picture and the name of the other destinations?
Well, up here you've done Bangkok, Phuket, Krabi, and Koh Samui, and here you've included Bangkok, Phuket, Koh Samui, and Chiang Mai instead of Krabi. So maybe having it linked to, or either including Chiang Mai up here,
Mm-hmm.
or
So you want
or
to
just
be connected. That
that might just be me. I like it to be. Or have another picture, and or add the other destination, because I don't know if it says up there it says go to Krabi, and then you're like, oh, but there's no way here to click in and find out more about Krabi, which for me personally is the place I want to go to. That's the one I've been to Chiang Mai and Koh Samui and Bangkok, so I'm not. I want to know about the other one that you've said to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the map.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
good.
what do you think about the pins in the map and the way that it's displayed?
Well, they're not labelled, so I don't know which is which place. So if I've been through here and gone, okay, so I'd like to do Chiang Mai, Bangkok, maybe Koh Samui, I don't know what's what here. So I'd probably rather, instead of, if you're going to take up that much space, you may as well just make the text bigger of the different places. Maybe having a dot. I think that one's probably Krabi, having a dot and then going Krabi. Or up there, dot and Chiang Mai.
So you want titles on each of the pins?
Yeah, maybe a smaller pin, bigger title. I mean, I don't know, if I clicked one, would it then come up with where it is?
Yeah, you can try.
That's Central Thailand. Okay, known for Bangkok.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, they're all the same. Oh, right, yeah.
Prototype, but,
okay, fine.
It will function through the.
Okay, yeah, so that's cool. But I think I'd rather know where it was before I clicked into it. Sorry, I need to go back. I've gone too far.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Mm-hmm. So, let's say about the prices and the holiday propositions that you have here. Is this the information you would expect to see in terms of holiday proposition?
Yeah, I love that kind of thing. Perfect. You're like, okay, cool. I can go to 2 different places, 5 nights here and 5 nights there, and or 12 nights Bangkok and Koh Samui. That's pretty much what I did when I went years ago.
What do you think of the price and the information display? Do you expect to see anything else on this card?
No, I like that. I like that it tells you where you're going. It gives you the price. It's like it says intro to Asia. I kind of like that. And it tells you what you're going to get there. You're going to get cultural delights, peace and tranquility in one place, cultural delights in the other. When you've got a few more in, you've got slightly more you've got slightly higher prices. It's a longer holiday, but actually it doesn't look that much more expensive. So I think that's quite a nice, if you're thinking about the whole upsell thing. 10 nights there, or I can get 12 for not that much more money. And I can go and see more of it. So we've got bustling Bangkok, cultural delights, and then a beach day on one of the most famous islands. So yeah, I think that's really good. And I like the little tags there. So that's city break and beach, and then it goes up here. So here, I suppose, is where I'd be thinking you've got one more night, and yet you've kind of not quite double, but you've got several hundred now, and it seems like it's a very similar, feels like you're getting the same holiday there for much more money. So I don't understand what, apart from this one extra night, and it says Thailand and beyond. Whereas that one's Thailand made easy, and then Thailand and beyond. I don't know if that's just because it's a prototype, but it's not a different holiday, so I don't understand why it's not obvious why I'm paying the extra, like 600 quid or whatever it is.
What kind of do you expect to see any other holiday proposition, or is this type of holidays that you are interested to see in this page?
Yeah, I like it. I think it gives 3 different options.
Would you help for inspiration in this case?
Yeah, I think it'd be good. I think it's good inspiration. I think you've got a 10-night option, 12-night, and then a 13-night, which obviously has more to it. But then it also says Thailand and beyond, so I'd probably expect like, I don't know, Cambodia or some other like hop for the money, and then because it's called Thailand and beyond, I'd expect it to be beyond Thailand, not just Thailand.
Yeah.
Which might justify the extra cost. But I like the layout. I like the whole layout of it.
Okay, let's keep exploring. What do you think about the Italian highlights in this case?
Yeah, that's nice. So we've got
No, it's not
Okay.
comfortable.
so we've got delights of Thailand, island life, culture, adventures. Yeah, I suppose these are the things that I was talking about before, wasn't I? Of like the life and culture, I'd kind of expect once I'd chosen a holiday or I'd already chosen to go there. I don't know if that would influence my decision on whether to go there. I think it's more likely to be if after these you had like or you might also like, if you want to go to Southeast Asia, have you thought about Malaysia? Or, so instead of that, you might, I get this, and it's nice if you're set on Thailand and you've already decided Thailand, then great, it's good to have all this, but I think that's almost like a post-booking thing, or when you're like close to booking. I don't think that's going to influence ultimately I suppose you want to sell holidays, so I'm not convinced that wouldn't necessarily influence my decision on it, unless it was like I don't know, I'm not actually a big drinker, but for somebody who wants to drink a lot, and then like, so for instance me going to Oman and then finding out like, it's obviously quite a dry country, then for some people that might be a deal breaker for them, that they wouldn't want to go there, whereas to me I was like, not bothered. So yeah, I suppose there's that kind of thing from a cultural point of view, but then you'd think that somebody would know that if they were looking at holidays like that they would already know that was the culture, and if they really want a boozy holiday, they'd probably work out where to get that.
But from the perspective that someone doesn't know the country,
Yeah.
is this type of information useful for you?
Yeah, as I said, for me personally, I don't think it would necessarily influence my decision. My decision's more likely to come from up here, where I'm looking at, there's a bustling city, all this stuff up here of what the different highlights are on the destination. Like, there's a beach, there's a city, great, and they're quite near each other. And there's the cultural bit. Oh, cool, this is nice. It's all quite near each other, and I can see lots of different things. That's probably what's going to sell it to me, and the price, rather than the detail on their life and culture. That's definitely I've booked, now I want to know more about my destination.
What about the next section, holiday types? You mentioned that you wanted to see holiday types in the website. Is this something that you find useful to see it in here?
Yeah, because these days, whereas previously I might have gone, I like beach, or I probably would go family, and then I'd see what kind of family things were thrown up. So yeah, these days my priority is family friendly.
So you want a category for family friendly?
Yeah, definitely. So before I had kids, I always had really good deals that were like kids free or something, and now I've had kids, all I ever get is deals for adults only places. I see the best deals, and I'm like, they're good to me.
What kind of deals do you expect to see for family?
Yeah, things like, second kid goes free, or obviously, or playgrounds. So there's a really nice new resort in Cape Verde that I'd really like to go to, and it looks lovely, and it's got a really nice playground, and there's like a little cafe and bar beside it, so you can have a little sundae. I said I don't drink much. I do drink a bit. I'd like to have a gin and tonic at sunset while my kids can play on the playground right next to me. That would be awesome. Like something that's relaxing for both happy kids, relaxed parents.
What about the next section?
Thailand, travel, explore Thailand. So yeah, I suppose that is. It's good to know the different areas, because I think that ties back into the top bit, although arguably you've already got that in. I expect to explore Thailand further up with the different bits, and then I definitely like you might also like the nearby. I like those as well, to go like, I quite like Thailand, but I'm not 100%. Let's see what deals there are in those different places and what kind of holidays you've got there. So I really like that. But again, exploring Thailand, I'd expect further up when I'm trying to make a decision on what itinerary I should do and where I should go.
Any other information you would like to see on this page that it's not in there?
Oh, that's nice down there. I like your knowledge and ease. Is that your values you were saying about knowledge, ease, value, trust? Yeah, that's really nice.
Is this something?
Yeah, I actually really like that. Yeah, no, I've seen it visually when you talked about it. That's nice.
Would you rely on that brand after seeing this information?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the Y thousands Jews. Yep. Yeah, I like it. The atoll thing, the atoll and ABTA, the trust is, for me, the most important thing. And then, yeah, tailor-made packages. Yeah, I expect that's kind of what, when I think of travel bag, that's what I think of, is like packages. But maybe for someone like me who used to do all their own independent travel booking and quite discerning about it, and now I've got kids, I have to like change that. But actually, it's a company that can still kind of make me feel a bit like I'm still doing like independent travel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's say now that you wanted to explore a bit more about Bangkok, can you show me how would you do that? If you wanted to select a specific city.
Up here and click there. And then, oh, that's cool. I like that. I like the picture. And then this suited those who own shopping by nightlife. A couple of recommendations to where to go. That's cool.
What about the video? You can see that there's a video in there.
Yeah.
It's not interactable, but would you expect to see any video or to see about the highlights of the city?
I wouldn't have expected it, but I quite like it. Like, they've got the lovely static picture there, which gives you an idea, but yeah, I quite like the idea of maybe just a little video of just like, if something's got an iconic skyline or something like that, just, a views at sunset. Like, if there's a really cool view, I love views, I love sunset. So if there is a really cool view, like in Bangkok at the top of the Shroco Tower, whatever it is, there's an awesome bar. So, maybe like clinking drinks on that rooftop with the whole city below, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I like that.
So I want to see like an overview of the city on that video.
Yeah, or like, something like the thing you must do and like having it there on video. I think that's quite cool. But it's not something I see that. Yeah, I don't really see it that much. I mean, obviously scrolling through a Facebook feed, you expect to have video after video after video. So I suppose we are used to that, and I think it does draw your attention. So I think it's quite, and if you get the right content, then I think it's a good idea.
What about the rest of the page? You see a text in there. Is this something useful to see?
I like all the recommendations. It seems like quite a long paragraph. I might do it might work better in like a bulleted list of like upmarket boutiques, floating markets, tuk-tuks, hard, you know what I mean? Like in a list rather than just, paragraph, whatever. Like this, I quite like, this is more of like, it's a visual, it's a list. Like, oh, okay, go here, go to the Grand Palace, go to the Golden Buddha and go to Lumpini Park. Okay, great, we'll do. And then, have like a list and then maybe the read more. If I want the option to read a big paragraph, then it's there, but I maybe wouldn't put the overview in such a big paragraph.
Okay.
I'd have it more like the list and then those pictures. Okay, and we've got the map, that's cool. And then tours, nice. So this is, and then you've got go back to the packages, including Bangkok. Things to do.
Do you find useful things to do for in this page?
Yeah. So up here we've got iconic places. So that's the things to see. Maybe I'd have things to do up there, and because you've got the Buddha. Oh yeah, I remember him. Went to see him. So maybe the iconic places and the things to do should be a bit more combined and further up, and then put a few more further down rather than just having the iconic places.
So you want things to do and iconic places to be combined, or do you want them?
Yeah, because now I've seen that, it's kind of changed. I like this, but then I think, I think it just should be a things to do, like top things to do and then more things to do, maybe. Like there might be iconic places. Well, it's good to have iconic places because I feel like there's the do not miss. There's things to do and don't miss. So maybe that's more of the top one's more a don't miss, and then this is like maybe ride the SkyTrain. It's not going your life's not gonna, you're not gonna not have the Bangkok experience if you don't do that kind of thing. So that's like other things to do, I suppose. I like the cities nearby. I like the that you've got the what do you call it? You know, the distance. Then you could, I'd imagine you can click into those and see, or maybe I'd want to go and see that Pattaya is quite near. What can I see there that's different to Bangkok, I guess?
So you would like to see the distance from the actual place?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think that's cool.
Okay. What about the next section? Yeah.
And that's the same again, just I suppose reaffirming why I should be booking with Travel Bag.
Okay, let's say that you are interested in going to explore a bit more in central Thailand.
Yeah.
How would you do that?
Okay, so I've got to go back to there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've probably got to look at the map, and maybe that'll tell me, oh look, central Thailand.
Yep.
And then I'd click through.
Yep. So if you scroll up.
Okay, oh right, so that's there, cool.
So you didn't realize that the page changed?
No,
Mm-hmm.
no, nothing underneath. No, I didn't notice that it changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd expect to be taken straight to the top here of the page so that I can see, oh yes, look, the picture's changed. It says Central Thailand. Great for those who want to experience Thai culture. Yeah, I still really like these bits. Bustling cultural city of Bangkok. But then again, I've probably already, for this particular destination, I've probably already gone to the city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at a whole area with the city in it, I suppose.
You don't find that useful to look at an overall area of Thailand?
Yeah, but then it says we recommend touring the bustling cultural city of Bangkok. I'd be like, yeah, well, obviously I'm going to do that anyway. This is probably like, just a Thai thing. Well, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I think you'd probably have already decided that you're going to go to the city, and like I've just done, you probably would have looked at a separate page for that. So I'd probably want to know what else is in Central Thailand, apart from Bangkok at this stage. So as well as Bangkok, you want to go here, and it's then it's all about Bangkok. And then we go into other featured destinations. So, yeah, I would want to go back up to the top and then read down.
Okay, let's say that you wanted to book any of the trips that are displayed in there.
Mm-hmm.
How would you do that?
Would
you call any of the agencies?
No, I'd probably just click through it
Mm-hmm.
and just. Yeah, I mean, I'd want to book online. I can't be bothered to call people. You always end up on, waiting for ages. And yeah, I like doing it online because I can see it all in front of me. I've got this room, this is where I'm going, this is my flight, and it's all visual in front of me.
What about these two tools at the bottom?
Okay, request a call back or call or travel. And this little fellow where you can do typing people said I'm not 100% sure about those. I don't.
Well, you're not sure?
Well, the chat bot things, it depends if it's a real person. If it's a real person, then you generally get to where you want to go. But if it's a chat bot, you're like, okay, we're not going to get very far here. Let's talk to a real person.
Okay.
I know that they're great for lots of things, but I think they're really good in a yes/no scenario. I don't think they're good when you're probably asking. If you can't find what you need online about your holiday, I don't think a chatbot's going to be able to help you. You probably need a real person at this stage. Would I request a callback? Maybe. I'm more likely to do that if, for instance, I've seen the holiday I want here and I've seen something similar but for a different price on another website, then I might request a callback or call up and just be like, look, I found it elsewhere. Is that your best price? What else can you do?
Yeah.
Or if I wanted, or later once I've booked, if I wanted to add someone to the booking or make sure that our rooms are near each other, for instance, that's when I'm more likely to call.
Okay. Have you noticed the overview in here?
Oh yes. I have now that you've pointed it out.
What do you expect to happen in this?
Does it change? It doesn't change as I go down the page. No. Oh, okay. So that's an overview of a destination. You can choose different destinations. Or okay, yeah. There's a menu. That's fairly standard, I suppose. Different types of holiday, things to do, cruises, hotels, tours. Yeah, pretty standard.
Did you notice it if I didn't say anything? No?
No, I was too busy looking at the pretty pictures. I was drawn in by here, like this is what I want to look at, and this is the page, and then I scroll down.
Okay, if I ask you to rate this prototype from 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, how would you rate the prototype?
Probably give it a 7. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, how can...
Maybe even 8. Yeah, I like it.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of things we can improve to give it a 10?
Difficult because obviously I'd want it to work, but I think what I said about making sure that this wording is matching what you're saying here, like keeping it consistent so that it flows better, not, as I said, not like having an overview, not just going straight into Bangkok, because actually I'd expect to go into that in more detail on the picture. I like the prices and all of that. I think it's right to have the highlights and the life and culture thing further down, because I don't think that necessarily influences purchase. And what I said about if you're going to go up significantly in price, then I'd make it really obvious on that page, like why it's more like stay in the like 7 luxury nights, like high lux. Not saying that one's not luxury, but you've basically got the same holiday there for like £400-500 more. So I want it to be immediately obvious what I'm paying more, just not one extra night.
Okay.
And colouring, but you said that obviously
That's just
is
the prototype.
yeah, exactly. So I'd want it more kind of stand out, and as it said, celebrating 40 years. So I think your red branding is quite iconic.
Okay. Yeah. So that's all the questions that I have for you today. Tina, do you have any questions?
Yeah, actually, I do. So, what I would like to understand, because you are a family traveler, and I'm curious to know how you start your holiday search process. What do you have like the top of your mind when you think about going on holiday? Do you think about what you're going to do, where you're going to stay, or where you are going first, about the destination, and then you think about the other details of the holiday?
Okay, I'm probably thinking about a destination, or I might be thinking like, I fancy just the 4 of us and all-inclusive somewhere, so I might just put in an Google search, an all-inclusive holiday, and see what comes up. Or I will actually usually go to Travel Bag to get an idea, and I'll probably look at a couple of others too. Or if I've got the idea, or if I've seen, I don't know, a friend, for instance, put this hotel up on Facebook in Cape Verde and it looked gorgeous, like Rui Palace or something, then I might search that, or the Shangri-La Oman we really want to go to, so then I might search for a hotel that I've seen that I liked, or somebody's recommended a destination, then I'll put that destination in and then see what comes up, for like what sites come up, and then I'll start looking in there, then I'll start looking at the different offers and the different tours and the different prices that you can get by the different itineraries.
It's a combination of both. Sometimes you think about going all-inclusive with your holiday somewhere, and you want to see where to go.
Yeah, like a quick, easy week somewhere.
And sometimes you just have a destination in mind and you check where you could go.
Exactly. So always checking the Maldives prices, and at the moment they're looking quite good, but I have already had a few big holidays this year, so probably need that one next year.
And you also mentioned about reviews, and the main point was that you want to see reviews about the hotel, the resort, facilities. Do you look for other types of reviews as well when you search information about the destination, for instance?
I want family-friendly ones. I just look through all of them. I suppose that's what's important. I look for so when you say the hotel or destination, what other? I'm really looking at.
So you check TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
What type of reviews do you look for on TripAdvisor? For a specific hotel or for the country destination as well?
Well, if I want to book a hotel, then it's specifically for the hotel, and I want to read them all. I want a really good balanced view. If I'm looking for things to do when I'm there, then I'll also look at their lists of things to do. Like, I want to go to a beach. I want to drive to a beach today. Which one shall I go to? I'll look and see which one has the best reviews on there. So, yeah, I will look at reviews for a particular, or if it was Thailand, shall I go to this temple or that temple? I'd probably look at reviews for which one looks more interesting. If I've only got time to go for one thing. Restaurants as well. Depending, obviously if you're eating in a hotel, that you'll stop. But looking at the different restaurants within a hotel, But yeah, like local restaurants, I'd definitely look at reviews for those to decide where I was going to have lunch or dinner or whatever.
Sorry, a few more questions then.
No, that's fine.
When you interacted with the map, did you expect to find more information on the cards that show up on those pins, or is that enough? If you want to have a look again, when even here, so.
Yeah, I wanted to know where. I don't want to see pins. I want to know what those pins.
Yeah. And then when you click on the pin, let's say that you have the label, you know what you are clicking on. What do you expect to happen when you click on the pins?
A picture came up, but then I don't know. I expect to know where it is and a picture of where it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's taken me away from it, and I have to keep going. Yeah, it's a prototype. Yeah, but yeah, because I don't think I'd need to know where it was because I would have already clicked if I knew if the thing was labelled. I wouldn't need to. I could just go straight through to more information about that place rather than this middle bit of like, oh, that's Bangkok. Okay, I want to know more about it. And there I am in Bangkok. I think, and then you obviously can't do that then, and then you close it down. So if you had it already labelled, then you could I'd expect to go straight through to information about that place.
So you don't
rather than having the.
You don't expect any cards to show up.
Well, not if it's labelled.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say that if it's labelled like Chiang Mai, Krabi, then if I've clicked on it, I mean the map gives me the overview of where things are in relation to them. But if I've clicked on it, then I'd expect to go into it. I might be looking at how quickly do I get here, but I don't know if you'd have a little box that comes up and goes, oh, this is 1 hour flight from Bangkok, getting here. I mean, I don't think you'd have enough space to put the full information that you need of like highlights of this place, like lovely beach, great restaurants, 2.5 hour flight from Bangkok, or 1 hour flight from Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
That's the information you want.
Would be,
if you can get that on a small enough bit, then great. Then you've got all the information without ever having to go into another page. But if you've got the place labelled, then I think the map gives you the overview of like, okay, so that's that side. So, I might, if I don't want to go over there and then I'm going to go all the way back there, it just gives you that kind of, if you're trying to put an itinerary together, it kind of makes you think like, oh, you probably just want to do those two, not go from there to there, you'd go back up to there kind of thing.
Okay, that's useful. And you mentioned also about explore Thailand. So, for instance, on the Thailand page, we have that section, Central Thailand, Northern Thailand. Did you expect to have that section about different regions in Thailand there? And what do you expect to see there if it's...
Yeah, that was all further down, wasn't it?
and you mentioned actually that you would like to have it further up, like at the top of the page.
The Thailand highlights bit or the... hang on, let me go back. Where have I been? I think I know what you mean, but I'm going to end up... Where do I get to the overall Thailand bit?
So if you scroll down the page, there is a navigation bar that you can use.
Is it this bit? Or?
No. Like this
one
one
there,
as well,
yeah.
but yeah.
No, I think the map's fine because, I mean, it's difficult. I don't know if Thailand's just a place where there's certain... You don't really think of it as north, south, east and west. You think of it as Bangkok, Krabi, the islands. You think of it like that. Whereas maybe... I'm trying to think of somewhere else, like somewhere like Australia, you might have as like Western Australia, New South Wales. I think I don't know if you think of if we think of places in that way. Or I'm thinking about Chile, but I'd want to know the names of the places rather than I'd want to know like Patagonia, Santiago, the Andes.
Yeah.
Rather than north south, because I don't know I might not know what's in north, south, east and west of a place. Actually, it's the destinations within that I want to know about, and I think that's already covered further up.
Okay, makes sense. And one more question, last question. You mentioned about having the live chat there, but not knowing exactly if it's a person behind that or it's a chatbot. How would you like it to be displayed in order for you to know that it's a real person? Or would anything...
I think how they say talk live talk to me live now, don't they? But might just be me. I'm just a little bit like.
You're not the first person saying that.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah, just being like, just saying, oh, this is a live person.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
So something to make it
Yeah,
clear.
to say like I'm a real person. Like talk to me, I'm real.
Or speak to an agent.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah, speak to an agent. You could do it. Yeah, I think that would work.
Would
But-
the name of the agent help? Like, for example, know who are you talking to?
Maybe, I mean, you could be like, I don't know, like, Charlotte's online right now, would you like to talk to her?
Yeah.
That kind of, it makes it real. Because I don't think anyone, like when you get called up and they're like, hi, and then you realise it's a recording talking to you and they're trying to have a conversation with you, like, oh. Yeah, I think that it needs to be real. Because, I think these are, if you're booking travel, I mean, certainly from my point of view, I'm quite good at booking travel, so I know what I'm looking for, and I've probably got quite a complex question if I can't find it on the site. So I'd want to then make sure I'm speaking to a person.
Mm-hmm.
But something simple like, oh, is this hotel in Thailand? Like in the chat box, it's like a yes or no answer. It's quite easy to do. So I suppose it just kind of depends on the questions and what information you need.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That was really good.
Great.
Do you have any questions for us?
I don't. How do you get discounts? What's the best time of year? When are your sales coming up?
Wow, that's a question for an agent, actually.
Yeah, exactly. What are the tips and tricks for getting good deals to the Maldives next year?
Well, I hope you will get there soon then.
One day.
It's paradise. Yeah.
Have you been?
No.
Yeah, I really want to
It's
go.
on my bucket list too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I so nearly went, but when the flights were long and via Oman, you're like, let's go to Oman. It's just gonna make life easier for everybody. Right. Gosh, I better go and get a train quick. Just looking for my glasses,
Sorry, we
guys.
kept you over time.
Oh no, it's fine. I was late anyway. The trains to where I live are only every half an hour, so it's just... Right. I'm gonna actually take out my credit card bills. I don't have to take it off again. Have you got more to see today, or you
One more person.
One more. Okay, good. Glad you had a good take up on it.
Yeah,